Very good morning to you all, class 12th commerce. As you all know that we have discussed already about the principles of management that are given by Henry Fayol. 9 principles we have done till now. So 10th principle here we will discuss today, that is principle of order. What principle of order states, order here doesn't mean that any order is given by any authority or any order which is passed by any judgment of any court. No. Here order means, as you learn, as a sequence. Order, as in your class you are made to sit in 4 rows and these rows are also arranged like this, ki 6 desks are there in each row. The same way here order means that there should be social and material order. Social and material order. Now what the social order stands here? Social order stands for that in an organization, in every business organization, socially we are connected with the people, human beings who are being attained by the staffing process in the organization that I have told you already. That staffing, which means that including more and more people who are capable and efficient. So all those human beings, those all are human beings. These human beings are known as our social material, social beings or social part of our organization. So here social order will means what? That if I have decided I will be having 4 departments, as we were discussing earlier also, 5 departments means if we are saying that I have purchase department, I have production department, I have sales department and I have budget department. These 4 departments we have discussed. If these departments are there, what we have discussed that in these departments, if 5 persons are needed, suppose purchase department needs 5 persons, production department needs 10 persons, and your purchase sales department needs 4 person over here for managing the market, and budget department needs only 2 persons. One who will make the budget for the year and one who will approving the budget. So this way all the human beings are to be placed on a proper place. It means that they shouldn't be mixed up with each other. If such order will not be there, here Henry Fayol says that the work cannot be done in a proper manner. Okay, now what the material order stand for? Material order here he wants to say that in an organization various kinds of materials are being used. Various kinds of materials, we can say that various tools are there, various equipments are there. And if we talk about the factory area, so in factory areas so many labor you are requiring who needs to operate different machines from time to time. So what here material order will stand for, that all these tools, all these equipments and all these machines should be at their proper place, and this is known as simply order. This is known as order. Principle of order, how you will write, again I'll explain that how you will be writing in the exam. This principle of order is being given by Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol in this principle says that in every organization there should be 2 kinds of order. One is the social and second is the material order. Here order means the proper sequence, arrangement of various persons means human beings, and of various tools, equipment and machines which are being imposed in the business. एक बिजनेस में जितने आपने ह्यूमन बींग्स लगाए हैं प्लस जितने वो ह्यूमन बींग्स किसी फिजिकल मटेरियल पर काम कर रहे हैं, दीज बोथ शुड बी एट देयर प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस एंड प्रॉपर प्लेस. इफ it will not be there, suppose your tools are not on the proper place, suppose here we take an example that in an organization one shelf is made. This shelf is for the persons who are operating machine A and this shelf is for the persons who are operating on machine B. If you want now that everything should be on their proper place, you will have to tell them already that this should be or must be in proper order. So in order, if suppose B, the persons who are operating on machine B, they go to A and they put their tools in A shelf. So what will happen? In the next morning when they will be visiting their shelves again, they will be in a confusion of getting their tools again. So to avoid such kind of situation, Henry Fayol says that you must have an order in your organization so that time utilization is there. Effectively and efficiently you can use your tools as well as your human beings, and social and material order can be obtained. So this was the principle of order. Second one is yours, 12th number principle, As already told, there are 14 principles being given by Henry Fayol. So this is the 12th principle, which is there is no need to learn in a proper sequence as we are doing here. You can learn it, you can do 14 at first, you can do 12th at first. It's your choice totally. So next one is yours, stability of personnel. Stability of personnel meaning is given in your book, that stability of tenure of the employees. Now what is the stability of the tenure? One principle had come already with there. Also I have given the same example. Same I am picking up here also. Suppose your organization is XYZ. This is your business organization. And now second one is there, A, B, C. This is the second one organization. Okay. Now the various employees which are being employed by you in your organization. You have appointed so many employees. आपने अपनी organization में 500 employees appoint किए थे. You have incurred a lot of expenditure, or lot of expenditure on that. Suppose 1 lakh rupees you have spent on arranging these employees in various departments. And plus you have arranged the interview system, you have arranged the written test, you have arranged the mock test, various things you have conducted, and in advertisement also you have given for your vacant seats. You have spent a lot of money over here also. But if in your organization, your personnel, here personnel, see the difference between the word person and personal first. Person is the human being, one person we call over here, and what the personnel stand for, personnel is known as an employee. बिजनेस की टर्म्स में पर्सनल आप किसको मानते हैं? एक एम्प्लॉय को, who is working in your organization. Now suppose if you are not giving them the proper instruction from time to time, suppose you are not able to tell them that how the work is to be done, and suppose you are forcing them to make 10 units per day and they are not able to manufacture even 6 units a day, depending on their day capacity and the things or material that you are providing, depending on all the situation, it is there that instead of 10 they can manufacture 6 units only. So what will happen? The difference of 4 that you are forcing them ki karna hai, you are forcing them to do that one. So this difference of 4 somewhere will have a mental burden on them. एक मेंटल बर्डन उनके ऊपर रहेगा जिससे वो कभी भी आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सेटिस्फाई फील नहीं करेंगे. तो इस सिचुएशन में वो क्या ऑप्ट करना चाहेंगे? दे विल ट्राई टू मूव आउट फ्रॉम योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. दे विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट अ बेटर प्लेस फॉर देम वेयर इंस्ट्रक्शंस आर गिवन प्रॉपरली, ट्रेनिंग आर गिवन प्रॉपरली, वेयर दे आर लिसन प्रॉपरली, बिकॉज यू आर डीलिंग विद द ह्यूमन बींग्स. एंड व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम विद ह्यूमन बींग्स? ह्यूमन बींग्स वांट दैट देयर प्रॉब्लम and they should not be harassed somewhere. So here what he want to say, that if your employees are getting out of your organization due to various reasons, then it would be meaning that there is no stability in your organization for your employees. And if there is no stability in your organization and they are moving out of your organization to join any new business, so it means that you will be incurring huge losses. And this situation is never to be said satisfactory for any organization, because you are expending a lot over here. यहाँ आप इतना खर्चा लगा रहे हैं and आपके employees satisfied नहीं है, they are not thinking कि आप उनके बारे में कुछ सोच रहे हैं. आप 10 यूनिट वो बना सकते हैं, आप उनको 6 यूनिट वो बना सकते हैं, आप उनको फोर्स कर रहे हो कि you have to make 10 units. So this is not possible over there. You will have to concentrate on your on the needs of your personnel who are coming in your organization early morning. They are an asset for you. So you will have to think about them. You will have to फोकस ऑन द सिचुएशन कि आपके एम्प्लॉय जो है वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को छोड़कर दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कभी ना जाएं. सो दिस वाज योर 12th प्रिंसिपल, स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ टेन्योर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज योर, दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्विटी. नाउ व्हाट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्विटी स्टेट्स दैट इक्विटी वर्ड इज सिंपली मीनिंग हियर ट्रीट ऑल द एम्प्लॉय इन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इक्वल. हर एम्प्लॉय को आपने अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में इक्वली ट्रीट करना है. नाउ व्हाट इक्वली ट्रीटिंग मीन्स, Henry Fayol here wants to state that you would not be behaving like that. Suppose you are Mr. Suresh. You are the owner of the business. Now, as being the CEO of the company, it's your moral responsibility that each and every employee who are working under you in different departments, they must be treated equally by you. Suppose X, Y, Z, A, B. These 5 employees are there. Mr. Suresh is having some blood relation with Z and with Y. He is having blood relation with Z and Y. So what he is doing, he is telling all to manufacture 10 units a day again. वो कह रहा है कि आपको 10 यूनिट एक दिन में बनाने हैं, and he knows very well that one employee can manufacture 10 units. So he is telling them to manufacture 10 units. So it is the responsibility of each and every employee that they will be manufacturing 10 units each. हर कोई कितने यूनिट बनाएगा? 10-10 यूनिट बनाएगा. बट व्हाट हैपन्स एट द एंड ऑफ द डे व्हेन ही इज चेकिंग आउट वाई एंड जेड, क्या था इनका था मिस्टर सुरेश के साथ ब्लड रिलेशन. सो वाई एंड जेड आर नॉट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग 10 यूनिट्स, दे आर जस्ट एबल टू मैन्युफैक्चर. दिस वॉज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग 5 यूनिट्स एंड जेड वॉज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग 6 यूनिट्स. सो व्हाट विल बी देयर? दे मस्ट बी गिवन their remuneration according to the units that they have manufactured. But here what happens, Mr. Suresh is doing biasness. What kind of biasness? That they are manufacturing 10 units and they are paid as per 10 rupee each unit, and they are being given rupee 100. He is according to 10 given 100. He according to 10 would be given 100. So these are given appropriate amount. उनको उनके हिसाब से सही मिल रहा है. But Y and Z if also given rupee 100. अगर आप Y और Z को भी 100 rupees दे रहे हो, it means there is no difference between Y, Z, X, A and B. यानी इन तीनों में और इन दोनों में आपने कोई डिफरेंस नहीं छोड़ा. अल्टीमेटली तो देखो, मिस्टर सुरेश इज हैविंग अ लॉस, उसको खुद ही लॉस हो रहा है. बट बीइंग इन अ पोजीशन ऑफ हैविंग ब्लड रिलेशन विद वाई एंड जेड, ही इज समवेयर डिनाइंग दैट ही is adopting the principle of equity. So what will happen in this situation? Positive and violating effect क्या रहेंगे इसके? That X, A and B will be somewhere feeling demotivated. उनको demotivated feel होगा. They will be somewhere feeling कि we are just like the puppets. We are coming, we are manufacturing the units, and those both who are coming and manufacturing lesser than us, they are also getting the equal amount at the end of the day. So this situation should not be there. Somewhere you are again feeling a loss, you again face a loss. X, A, B will prefer some other organization to join. So to avoid such kind of situation, again Henry Fayol says that adopt the principle of equity. Treat all your employees equal because they are equal for you. Don't make them feel that they are just coming and they are biased somewhere. Okay, so these were your 3 principles that we have done today, 10, 11 and 12, which was principle of order. Order should be there, and which was the principle of equity, that all should be treated equal. And your third principle was stability of personnel. It means that all personnel should remain in your organization. They must be satisfied with your organization. Okay, so next principles we will do in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.